Mong sinisiguradong patas. Lagi mong inuuna kung anong dapat. Hindi mo kayang malunok ang katotohanang marami pa rin tayong kababayang gutom at walang tahanan. Kaya hindi ka tumigil sa paglaban. Harapin ang kahirapan. Tulungan ang nangangailangan. Basagin ang korupsyon na kanilang nakasanayan. Sa loob at labas man ng Pinas, bakas na bakas ang iyong tapang puksain ang mga problema ng bansa. Gamit ang lakas, gamit ang isip, gamit ang puso. Kung para sa mamamayang Pilipino, si MP, wala yang sinisino. Manny Pacquiao.
Valoria goes left. Valoria flips it up and in! Orlan Lamar, but Lamar gets the step and the finish. Hail Mary. June Manzo will fire. Oh my goodness! June Manzo all the way from Serrano, Bebuelo, Serrano with the basket. Fuentes, no hesitation, gets it to go. No! Obisto, yeah! Jason Obisto with the putback!
Ito ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. This is the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, the 7th season of the MPBL. We are now on day 26 and it took 76 games before all 30 teams have taken the floor here. Bacolod, Tubo Slashers and the Pasig City team looking for their first victories as they go up against each other as they make their season debuts. Magandang gabi mga kaliga, si Dev Tupas kasama si Coach Mike Perez. And Coach Mike, how excited are you to see finally the last two teams in our roster dito sa MPBL 7th season?
Interesado ako dahil finally makikita natin ano ba yung total round-out ng mga teams that we're gonna see this season, and quite interesting to figure out what both these teams have to offer.
Siyempre, ang mga taga-Bacolod, kinabantayan din nila yung hampang sa ilang team. Subong, mapapanood yung MPBL on our social media pages, of course, on YouTube and on Facebook, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. And we are live on Solar Sports at the moment. Kasama din natin from courtside. Ito, malapit na rin to eh. Iko-convert ko to na taga Bacolod. Mika Abisamis, kamusta ka naman? I know you've spoken to the two teams that we have for this game.
Alam mo, bagong lahat si Delph, gustong-gusto ko talaga matuto ng Ilonggo, kaya may utang ka sa akin pagkatapos ng game na to. But you know what? I'm so excited sa pagbabalik nitong Pasig at Bacolod. Para dito sa Pasig, si Coach Aldrin Morante sabi niya sa akin, alam mo Mika, itong team ko, pwedeng tumakbo, pwede ring hindi. Talking about the mix of vets and the young guys, pero syempre mas marami siyang vets, sila Rob Manalang, sila Chito Jaime, pero ang gusto niyang abangan natin dito, meron siyang point guard na tubong South Cotabato, laking Amerika. His name is Christian Rivera. Actually, this guy ay actually kababayan ni Com sa Sulara sa South Cotabato. Kaya, at sabi ni Com, marami na rin daw siyang naririnig na maganda tungkol sa play na to, kaya tignan natin. Para naman dito sa Bacolod, bukod sa kanilang logo, makikita natin yung image nila, talagang puro homegrowns. Yung coaches nila lalo, si Coach Pau Havilona and of course Coach Noy Baclao. Sabi ko kay Coach Noy, aba, ang ganda naman at nagkita tayo dito. Sabi niya, Mika, 1 week pa lang kami nagpa-practice. Akala nila player ako. Akala hinahanap nila yung jersey ko kung maglalaro daw ako kasama nila. Eto naman si Pau, sabi niya, Mika, wag mo na akong tanungin. Si Delph na lang, alam na niya ang lahat. Si Delph and Coach Mike.
Napasubo ako dun
Akala ko player ka din eh.
Kaya, thank you, Mika. Ikukwento na lang namin as the game progresses. Tingnan natin ang performance ng Pasig. I think they took a leave last season, but they've been they were a playoff team in their last performance here. 19-9 ang kanilang record, 5th in the North Division, and they lost to Caloocan. This was an exciting series.
Oh yeah.
And alam natin that some guys, na more established players now, Kenny Rucacurva, for example, started their career here with this team.
That is right. We were actually part of that coverage nung na-stretch yun into a Game 3. Really tough series. And you hate for any one of the teams to lose, and which happens to be Pasig in that playoffs.
Oh, no, Robbie Manalang, a remnant of that team, is still there. But they do have some additional players here. Chito Jaime, Nestor Reyes, Nestor Tamayo, nagbabalik din. Mark Montuano, formerly of Bacoor, also played for Abra. So maganda yung composition nito.
There's a good mix of young guys, lalo na Warlo Batak and Jacob Galicia. I'm really interested in how these two are gonna perform for Pasig.
They played for Muntinlupa last season, yung dalawang players na yan. Bacolod naman, their performance last season, nowhere to go but up para sa aking hometown team. 1-27 sila, 15th in the South. And some of the players are still there. And syempre sila, mga homegrown players na, guys like Jan Pastias and Miles Canyal, who also played for Pasay last season. And nagbabalik din si JC Sam Adji, who's coming off an MVP performance in the Inter-Barangay Tournament back in Bacolod. John Sobrevega, also formerly of Pasay, but tubong Bacolod to. And Mark Dubose. It's quite an interesting team. Chester Saldua is one of those who will be counted upon because he is a former MPBL champion.
Right, and I like that you pair him with Matt Salem also. That is going to be pretty interesting for Bacolod.
So two teams making their debut tonight, Bacolod and Pasig. Let's go to Miguel Perez.
In Montalban, Rizal. Tonight's second game features Pasig City versus Bacolod Tubo Slashers. Live on Solar Sports. This is the 2025 Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 7. Here are the starters, beginning with Pasig City. Starting at guard, number 11, Keith Pido. Also at guard, number 44, Jerome Garcia. Starting at center, number 6, Lester Reyes. Forward number 88, Rocky Asidre. Also at forward number 28, Chito Jaime. The head coach for Pasig City is Aldrin Morante. Assistant coaches JR Villanueva, Lance Inco, and Richard Rosales. Team owner Mr. Buddy Encarnado. Now the starting five for Bacolod Tubo Slashers. Starting at guard, number 8, John Pastias. Center number 25, Miles Canyal. Forward number 10, JC Adjay. Also at forward number 88, Ira Batalier. And at two guard number 17, Dan Malyari. Bacolod Tubo Slashers is led by the team manager, Pao Havelona. Assisted by Noy Baclao, Emric Sahota, and Briton Havelona. Referees for this small game are crew chief MLJ Carase.
Our starting five is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Pasig City has Keith Pido, Jerome Garcia, Lester Reyes, Chito Jaime, and Rocky Asidre. Bacolod naman as Jan Pastias, Dan Malyari, Miles Canyal, JC Adji, and Ira Batalier. So, wow. Let's get it on.
Yep. Akala ko we will remain standing until makashoot ang Bacolod eh.
We're not part of we're not part of the team. Don't worry about it.
Well, the new names that we're seeing, especially for Bacolod, would be very curious to see. Because Pastias is back.
Yeah. Dan Malyari and Batalier played for Manila last season.
Adjay, for some reason, I don't know.
He was a reserve for Bacoor in that championship finals run.
Yeah.
Also played, I think, briefly for Valenzuela.
This was in 2023, nasa Bacoor. Okay. I recall.
Chito Jaime launches the three. That's short. Adji on the move. JC will drive. Yes, man. And that's the first basket for Bacolod. The Slashers are on the board, 2-0.
And staying true to that name, slashing for that first 2 point for Bacolod.
Garcia fires a three. In and out. Jaime, offensive rebound and the stick back.
Well, napakaraming pagkakataon na Chito Jaime could score outside, but this time sa loob kumuha ng puntos na si Chito.
There's Jan Pastias. Canyal with the pick. Taken away by Lester Reyes. Pido on the move. Lester too strong on the layup. Aji with the rebound. And the foul whistled on Pasig.
Lester Reyes last season I think played for Mindoro, right?
Yeah, the fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme X-Pop. Personal karaoke speaker, everyday karaoke.
Mabilis,
Yeah,
ganda footwork, strong finish.
JC Aji, the MVP of the Greg Gasataya Cup. Shout out kay Kong Greg. Aji again. 2 points para kay JC Aji.
What you like is that he continues to have his head up despite yung defense right in front of him and kontrolado.
No, hindi siya naninibago.
Oo.
I mean, there's no feeling
Jitters,
out.
right?
Oo. Pido with the offensive rebound and he banks it in.
And I'm sure if you're part of that 2023 Bacolod team, man, you could have used him so.
Yeah.
Also, no? Pero maybe back then, medyo may konting maturity pa that needs to be done on his game. But he's turned out pretty good here.
Kanyal for 3. No option there for Miles. Rebound ni Rocky Asidre. Pido to Jaime. Back to Keith. Played for Parañaque last season. They swing it over to Jay Gars. The sidestep 3. Still no go. Kanyal and Lester Reyes fighting for it. Last touch on Miles Kanyal.
But I like this mix of Pasig as well. You know, the veterans complementing each other. I like Keith and Rocky Asidre right on the guard situation.
Garcia.
Stagger, high.
There's a switch. Jaime fires a 3. No good. It is going to be a difficult and challenging climb para dito sa Bacolod with the big men that they have. Hindi sila ganong karami dito. Hindi sila ganong kalalim
Oh.
yung kanilang lineup.
Pero the way that they're built, it would look like this would be a running team. Itong Bacolod.
Gotta get the rebounds though.
Yeah, that's right. But if you can have everyone jack up threes, at least long rebounds, may labang ka. Huwag lang papasahan ka sa poste. Short rebound, medyo challenge. I'd like to think their star here. They have a full court
So
pressure.
there's a foul. Whistle against Keith Pido. So bola ng Bacolod.
All right, so foul there called on Keith.
We're tied at 4. Pastias on the inbound. Go back to Aji. Back to Janjan Pastias. Kanyal with the pick. Pastias will fire 3. No good. Jaime tracks down the rebound. Here's Keith Pido. Leaves it to Jaime. Nabitawan ng bola. Labas muna kay Asidre. That's a 3 for Rocky. Still no go. Pastias looking to run. Dan Malyari steps into this 3. No. Rebound, Miles. Kanyal, it's last touch on Rocky Asidre.
So far, what you've seen from the guys who have actually attempted from the outside, dito sa slashers, they do have really good shooters from outside.
Yeah, it looks like there's a challenge here. The last out of bounds.
Oh yeah, nobody touched it on the white side. So this has got to go to Pasig.
Should be an easy call to make here.
All right.
We'll be right back.
Upon review, the challenge was successful.
Challenge successful for Coach Adrian Morante. John Sobrevega checks in. Check out this replay right here. Napitawan na ni Miles Kanyal ang bola.
Yeah. And so that rock's going to turn over to Pasig.
Mark Dubose is in the game for Bacolod. So it's John Sobrevega. A much quicker backcourt here, pero mas maliit
Oh.
itong backcourt na to. Reyes inside the paint. Basket plus the foul.
And that's why Chester is there, to try and help out on the bigs action. But you've got Lester Reyes already rolling on that short roll, the pass from the corner.
Our assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
And really just understanding the game between Garcia, Rocky Acidre, and Lester Reyes. 2 on the ball, release it in the corner, and have the big man dive.
Saldua. Now with Aji. Sobre Vega. Saldua. Double save for 3. Masyado malayo yun.
Oh, malayo. Tsaka maaga pa.
Pido on the give and go, and he lays it in.
That's one thing though. On a give and go with that much veteran guards, you got to be up to it. Trying to stop those pass backs.
Kanyal. Aji inside. Sobre Vega with a jumper. That's short. It's a foul on Duboze. Our play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. That's a beautiful give and go.
Yeah, keeping it very simple. One of the oldest trick in the book, give and go. Right now, itong Bacolod are actually 0 out of 4 after going 2 out of 3 early.
Acidre. Guevara is in the game for Bacolod. Garcia for 3. Air ball. Duboze with the rebound. Quickly to Aji. Sobrevega wide open from the corner. That's a 3 for John Sobrevega.
And for Pasig, that's the first time that they were able to stop a drive attempt by Ajay, but really good locate on that corner, Phil.
And Sobrevega, a much improved player from last season. Ito yung ball is life na kaibigan ko, si John Sobrevega.
From last year, he played for where?
Pasay.
Pasay.
Jaime for 3.
Oh, man.
A foul and the basket. Hinabol ni Duboze.
Oh. Ganda ng catch and shoot.
But because Guevara, who was whistled for the foul,
That step back, though.
yeah, it was a long 2. Stepped on the line.
Yeah. He's so good from the outside that it generated 2 closeouts.
Kaya, Duboze getting medyo ano siya dito eh. Baptism of fire siya dito eh.
Oh.
This is the MPBL. Alam natin na ibang level dito, no? Really a step up. Saldua out to Sobrevega, got the step, back to Saldua. Plenty of contact there, no call, and Reyes collects the rebound.
Good ploy, but really just couldn't make it. Good defense too by Lester.
Pido, jumper, won't go. Rebound Sobrevega. Guevara needs help. Sobrevega gets it back. Sobrevega attacks. Out to Duboze.
Got one more pass.
Adje against Warlo Batak.
Good defense.
2 extremely athletic players there. Duboze has to fire. That won't go. Last touch. It will against Keith Pido. His 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Good look for Sobrevega. Nice touch there. Guevara, that's number 2 on him.
Yeah, all that because Warlo Batak, in my opinion, has done a really good job thrice already defensively against Ajay. He just refused to be screened. He's always stuck close with that ball handler, not allowing to be stuck in that screen.
Jem Cruz played last season for the Negros Moscovados.
Yeah.
Is in the game.
That's right. He's another good scorer too.
Yeah. Acidre. Chito Jaime. Almost a turnover. Jaime, the turnaround shot. He gets his own miss. Still no go. Lester Reyes is fouled.
And these veteran guys of Coach Aldrin Morante really responding to the call here for Pasig. Chito Jaime and Lester Reyes.
Mr. Reyes at the line. I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Mintis ang una for Mr. Reyes.
At itong Bacolod has been together for just parang a month pa lang, ano? Parang ganun.
Few weeks.
Few weeks pa lang. Yeah.
0 for 2 for Lester Reyes. 11-7 is the count.
I love that action.
Jem Cruz. Sobrevega now with Saldua. Faces up on Jaime. Chester.
Gotta take it.
Saldua knocks down the jumper.
Yeah. At a certain point, he had to take it. That really is his game. A face up from mid-post, speaking of Chester.
Nasidre to Reyes. They go to Jaime. Fires a 3. No good. Oh, wow. Batak with a rebound. A foul on Jem Cruz.
Ibang klase rin talaga lumandog to si Warlo Batak. I mean, even before in the Muntinlupa team from last season, he's a young guy that can actually have really good hops.
Dunker yan eh.
Oo. At saka maano niyan, if he's gonna be used by Coach Alden to be a defensive guy to try to check on primary scorers, no, that's another dimension of his game that he could really shore up this season.
And Christian Rivera is in the game. Ito yung sa report kanina ni Mika. Let's see what he's made of. 1 point for Batak. The Buzay. Saldua asking for it against Jacob Galicia.
Good dig.
Sobrevega. Saldua gets it back. The Buzay, the shot fake, the 3. Good! Mark the Buzay, nagpapakilala na dito.
Oo.
The MPBL, we're tied at 12.
I love that shot fake too. Before releasing, try to measure where the generated closeout would be.
Hook pass to Galicia inside the paint. Too strong. Batalier with the rebound. Dubose against Rivera. Back to Batalier. Montuano nakabantay. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Batalier short on that one. And Sobrevega was fouled by Jesky Latan.
Jess has been quite a while around the league na rin eh, no? Si Jess, ito yung maganda eh. Oh.
Sidestep 3.
Right.
Using the shot fake as well. Jem Cruz. Batalier against Batak.
Oh wow, look at that.
Took an extra step. Great defensive stand by Warlo Batak.
So far, Warlo Batak making a good case of being one of the primary stoppers from the perimeter of Coach Aldrin.
He took an extra step there.
Yeah, forced the big guy to take that extra step.
Rivera drives and the push. Jem Cruz. Laki niya for a guard, huh?
Oh,
Rivera.
yeah.
And I don't doubt itong abilidad ng Pasig makahanap ng magagaling na player. Because this is a team that has given us Kenny Rocacurva.
Yes, agree. Sobra. Tsaka iba rin ang talentong na idadala. I mean, Kenny was, for the first time that I saw him, I was really impressed. And him to be in that core rotation of Binyan,
Being the best player as well. One
Right.
of the best players.
Agree. Kaliwete pa, no? Lakas ng katawan. And
Si Flight 88, according to my according to our beloved colleague, Christian Wanson.
he's the moniker god now.
Oo.
No? Ang daming moniker.
Unfortunately. Unfortunately.
I say it's fortunate.
Oh, that's a great play out of the press.
Again, another good read by Chester Saldua right there. Diagonal cut of that press.
We're tied at 14. Galicia against Batalier. The fadeaway.
Yeah.
Good. Ganda naman nun.
That's where Jacob really operates best. Medium post-ups. Back to the basket, can face up too.
16 to 14. Dobose drives. Turnover for Bacolod. Here comes Pasig.
Look at him. He wants a clear.
Yeah. Can't go for a 2-for-1 here.
Yeah, gotta make it now. Take the shot now.
Galicia. Ooh, foul on Batalier.
He got bailed. Ayaw niyang maskoran siya ulit. Naskoran siya kanina nito ni ni Jacob Galicia. And Jacob Galicia, actually from last year of the Muntinlupa Cagers, he was a good fit. Pero ang dami lang talagang magkakapareho pagdating sa posisyon.
Yeah.
And so the rare minutes that he's getting, he's actually made the most out of it.
This is the first, Jacob Galicia. Coach Aldrin.
Of course, Jacob is, really close. I'd like to think a really close friend of Warlo Batak. They formed a really good bond when they were playing for the Cagers.
Sino? Si...
Warlo tsaka si Jacob
Oo.
Galicia.
So Brevega, 4-second differential, game clock and shot clock. Batalier for 3, that's short.
One more crack.
Tapadito for Bacolod. So Brevega, he'll take the last shot here. So Brevega for 3. That's short, and that will do it.
Yeah.
First quarter in the books. Good back and forth between Bacolod and Pasig. Two teams making their respective debuts dito sa Liga Nabaut Pilipino. Season 7. JC Hadji with a couple of strong moves. He's got 4 points. Sa kabila naman, some established names in the league. Keith Pido had a solid 6-point quarter. And Chito Jaime din. Ganda rin yung pinapakita. He's been here since season 1.
Oh, yeah. And it's been a very good first quarter play by those teams.
2-point lead for Pasig. We'll be right back.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, para sa 100% pagbabago, para sa 100% paglilingkod, para sa 100% Pinas. 50 tayo, 50 si MB, hati mo si Manny.
Back at the Inares Center in Montalban for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. It's been a week of being together for Coach Pau Havilona, or Coach Pau Pau as the players call him. Not much to expect, but at least to me, having Pau Havilona and Noy Baclao in this team would immediately promote credibility for obvious reasons. You will feel that young, fresh, but legit feel inside their dugout, much like how it was with Coach Tan Banal with Rizal a few seasons ago, if you would remember. Generally, Noy said, wala na ang buhay ko sa basketball for a while now. So I mean business being here. With both their reputations as good members of the backcourt and the front line, we expect a good balance. JC Adjay, MVP in Bacolod, guy to watch out for, as you mentioned. Sidelf, Coach Mike.
Thank you so much, Mika. And that's a big word there, credibility. And this team is all about restoring that credibility. I'm all for it. And I truly support what they're trying to do here. Coach Pau has added his older brother, the Briton Pipo, to a lot of the people in Bacolod. And Noy and Pipo were former teammates in Bacolod with West Negros.
Yeah.
Alma mater din ni Pau yan, yung West Negros. So, unfortunately, I have a close affinity to the team.
Oh, yeah. But I like the names of the coaches, Pau, Noy, and Pipo. That's very quick to recall. But insofar as how these guys have played, speaking of the slashers, they've actually given a good account of themselves.
Tama ka dun, Coach Mike. And this is Pastias missing on that short fadeaway. Rivera has remained on the floor. Kilatan, Galicia, Batak, and Montuano ang 5 for Pasig. Rivera. Nice quick spin, and Rivera introducing himself to the MPBL as well. 18-14. He's got 4 points.
Right. Pretty good right here. Pero ang gusto mo dito sa slashers din, kita mo yung effort no? You can have all the talent in the world, but the effort is really so much different when it comes to having that way of playing. Oh, another steal.
Movida loses the handle. Batak will fly. That's a foul.
He's gone by the moment that you let him put that ball on the floor with that much momentum going downhill.
Our play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more games with 1xBet.
Yeah,
And then that offhand there, medyo, tinatawagan minsan yan eh.
Yeah. But I love that he, made that spin first, except for that little hold na buti na lang hindi siya natawagan to try and keep control of that ball. And Coach Aldrin, in my opinion, you've seen him coach in previous teams. He's got one of the more dynamic offenses, and it's what we're seeing now in Pasig.
So Coach Aldrin has been there since season 1. And siya mismo makaka-attest sa evolusyon ng liga natin. He was played in the finals, coached in the finals rather. Some jitters here from Movida.
But they'll be fine. I mean, these are birth pains, growing pains para dito sa mga bagong players ng slashers. But one thing that you cannot take away though is the effort to try and play and compete.
6 na turnovers na. Oh, foul on Soriano.
Yeah, clearly Soriano got in there.
Tinawag agad si Miles Canyal.
And I'm sure defensively si Coach Noy maraming maituturo yan dito sa mga big men ng slashers. Alam naman natin.
Oo naman.
Defensive stopping sa...
He's a former, he's a back-to-back UAAP champion. Former #1 pick. And a really good career in the PBA. And pwede pa yan last year eh. This free throw is brought to you by Xi Appliances, ang subok at kompleto appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Maraming tumatawag dyan, Coach Mike. Umayaw lang.
Oh, yeah.
Well, sabi niya nga, his life is already past basketball. But, when you have a calling, alam mo yung, syempre, this is their hometown.
Right.
Hindi mo maano yan eh. Hindi mo mawala sa'yo yan eh, na tutulong ka sa hometown mo eh.
Totoo yun. And so,
Siyempre sa Bacolod, laki-laking basketball eh. It's too big of a basketball city not to have a team.
Yeah, tama, agree.
Diba? Same with Cebu.
That's right.
Diba?
Oh. And there really is so much talent around that area of the nation. Bacolod, Cebu, Davao.
Jeff Chan is from there.
Yep. Dami.
James Yap, although taga Escalante si James Yap, which is 2 hours away. Batalier thought about it. A lot of indecision here.
Yeah.
Movida fires a 3. No. Batak with the rebound. Warlo Bumuelo, blocked by Aji.
Oh, they say, I felt that was all ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, look all ball here.
Napatayo sila lahat eh. Coach Aldrin sensing a bit of indecision from his team. Wants to organize. They're up by 7, Pasig City. Get a special deal from OneXBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. 7-point lead for Pasig against Bacolod. Last season, Mark Montuano, 10.7 points per game, 4.6 rebounds, 52.6% shooting. He started this season with Abra, then finished it with Valenzuela.
Right.
Right on cue, Mintis from Montuano.
Pero yun talagang specialty na eh. Mga short perimeter, mid-post area. Good fake by Batalier.
Nice persistence there from Ira Batalier. I think this is one team na pwede niyang hawakan ng bola ng matagal. Okay?
Diyan liderato kung ika nga. Medyo senior na eh. Senior ang role. Medyo veteran side. And I think, at least from the very early minutes that we've seen here in this game, that these slasher guys are going to give their all every game that they play. It's very evident on how they played here.
2 for 2 for Batalier.
They trail, but it doesn't look like that way in their body language and the way that they've been competing.
Here's Asidre. Batak for 3. Short. Long rebound with Rocky Asidre. They go to Montuano. Trying to test the defense of Batalier. There's a double team. Canial picks up the rebound. Batalier looking for Aji. Pastias fires a 3. It's short. Pastias has struggled in this game. He's 0 for 3.
Yep.
Inside, nabitawan ni Montuano. Aji. Back to Movida, back to JC. Loose ball. Masikip dun sa ilalim. And 11 seconds on the shot clock. You see hinahanap pa nila yung timing nila dito.
Yeah.
They're trying to feel their way into the tournament. Bacolod still scoreless here in the second quarter. We'll be right back.
Para sa 100%'ong pag-unlad, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong pagbabago, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong paglilingkod, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong Pinas,
50 tayo! 50 si MB! Kahati mo, si Manny!
Back inside the Inares Center in Montalban. Mapapanood yung MPBL on our Facebook page. Paul Desiderio.
Paul Desiderio.
Mr. Atinto.
Is he playing for Bacolod?
No, Abra.
Abra. Yeah, later. Right.
Let's give a quick shout out sa mga, ito yung ano ko eh. Yung thrill ko eh, pag Bacolod naglalaro eh. JR Suante, JC Sobrevega, Jojo Antiporda. Mark Jeline and Merrick Mundalian of the Tara Group. Magandang gabi po. And Movida knocks down the 3.
Well, good play out of baseline, out of bounds. Tama yung pagkakasabi mo kanina. Medyo feel out pa ng konti. Nakikita mo may adjustments pa ito nga Bacolod Slashers.
And may halong gigil din, lalo na sa depensa. And that time, Asidre using that against Movida.
Yeah.
Check out this 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
And the slashers gotta get past just playing. You gotta be playing together. And yun yung nagiging medyo pinapakiramdaman pa nila sa bawat isa. Sure, mangyayari yan. Medyo may gigil ng konti. Gusto ko makascore ako, after you. But eventually, at the end of the day, you gotta come together and play as one to play for your team. Perfect.
2 for 2. Jan Pastes. Pinalitan muna ni John Sobrevega. Keith Pido nakabantay sa kanya ngayon. Saldua is back on the floor. Aji. Down low they go to Kanyal against Chito Jaime.
Yeah, he feels he can take. Right.
Foul on Chito Jaime.
Kanina pa hinihingi ni Kanyal eh. He wanted that ball immediately reversed. Swung over to his side because he knows that Chito Jaime, he can take on the post. Well, that's one of my assistant coaches yung nasa left side. Assistant coaches of Coach Alden, si Coach Lance Inco, who is the assistant coach of San Beda Alabang as well. Isa sa mga player ko yan. Coach Lance.
He's come a long way.
But he got drafted in the PBA. Year 21. I forgot what year. I'm gonna look it up.
Boss Buddy Encarnado is in the building. Nandun siya sa likod ni ng Pasig bench.
Coach Bud.
23-18. Jacob to Keith.
Good
To
pass.
Chito. Jaime uses the bump. Short on that jumper. Batak with the rebound. Rocky for three. Short again. Batak with another offensive rebound. Rocky for three. Good.
You gotta give something to Warlo Batak if you're Rocky Asidre.
Pido gets the steal. Madali ang Bacolod doon. Asidre inside. Galicia for two.
And the passing lane's been pretty fluid here for Pasig.
Quick run here. Initiated by Rocky Asidre. Jacob Galicia with the finish. Our assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Pasig's next three games, they go up against Bulacan on April 11. That's on Friday. April 15, makakalaban nila ang Quezon Huskers. And on April 25, it's the Davao Occidental Tigers. So, home game to. Itong April 11 game para kay Coach Aldrin.
Oh, okay.
I think that's in the Inares Sports Arena. Yes.
All right.
28-18. Bacolod trying to respond here. They've been outscored 12-4 here in the second quarter. Kanyal, drop step, blocked by Galicia. He'll try again. Miles.
Oh, that's taunting right there.
Yeah.
Can't do that. They calling that?
No. Okay lang. Back to back.
Oo. Dalawang
Palpal
sunod.
lang inabot ni Miles Kanyal.
Tsaka hindi rin binitawan eh, no?
Yeah, inabsorb yung contact eh.
Oo.
Asidre, three in transition. No.
Oh, wow.
Batak with another offensive rebound. No good on that try. Rebound ni Saldua. Kanyal is all alone. Movida fires a three. No good. Aji is there. And he puts that one in.
Unspo right there.
They're gonna check it out.
Yeah. Ref signaled an unspo on Chito.
This is going to be a theme every game for Bacolod. They obviously they don't have the same, you know, firepower and talent level as the other teams and more established teams here. They're just gonna have to fight and claw every game.
Yes. And there will be situations like these, and important thing, you don't get broken down. You just keep on playing. And these guys are gonna be coming at you, lalo na considering na mas maraming veterano ibang teams compared to them.
Yeah, itong Pasig naman, they will be steady. They'll be fine. Tingnan natin yung nangyari dito. And,
Oh yeah.
yun, ang gustong iwasan ni Chito Jaime.
Well, he was trying to get rid of that other arm, pero tumama eh. Parang gusto lang niya i-release siguro.
So, they're taking their time here for referees.
Tsaka may chance talagang ganyan na and the players are going to be
Upon
tested.
review, it's a double foul between number 28, Chito Jaime is second,
So,
and
naging
number
ano pa?
25, Miles Cañales first foul.
Naging napaganda pa for Pasig actually, because
Hindi na anspo.
it's not an unsportsmanlike foul, but at the
Right.
same time, may foul on Miles Cañal because it's a double foul.
Correct.
Pido to Asidre. Rocky. Jaime with 8 to shoot. Is it to Batak? White defending Warlo. In this rebound is Saldua.
Good defense stop there. Oh man.
Offensive foul on Cañal. Illegal pick.
Two quick ones for Cañal. That's his second.
Yeah. Kaya tinawag agad si Ira Batalier para bumalik dito sa laro.
Well, with Ira, you get a little bit more mobility. But Miles, you get a lot of power.
Nestor Reyes is back on the floor for Pasig. Galicia takes the handoff. Galicia, nabitawan ng bola. Saldua on the move. Aji. Pass was a bit behind JC.
There's a post up. There you go.
Natalier against Galicia. Ira masyadong malalim. And Aji is there. Saldua to White. Corner three, no good. Rebounding Warlo Batak. He's got 7 rebounds, Warlo Batak. Double foul on Galicia and White.
And Jacob's been pretty aggressive so
Yeah,
far, right?
And
He's got to
been
watch
teed
it.
up.
Yeah, he's got to watch it.
May technical sa kanya.
He's got to watch it right here. See this little action.
Yeah.
And the officials are quick to diffuse this.
And this is the kind of game you get pag nagde-debut yung dalawang koponan.
Yung gigil, no?
Oo.
Na wanting to prove yourself na dito na kami. But
And the thing is, hindi sila nagkakalayo with the level right now.
Right.
Siyempre itong Pasig has a bit of an advantage with the experience.
And then so far as Ajay is concerned, I double foul again.
Technical foul number 29, Jacob Galicia for taunting. Third foul on Jacob Galicia.
That's number 3 on Jacob. He's been playing well though.
Right.
Sayang.
Correct. So ito yung mga bagay na hindi na sana kailangan for Jacob. He's, to your point, really been good. He's got 4 points on 2 out of 3 shooting.
Jan Sobrevega at the line. Misses the technical free throw.
And so you gotta make the most of every opportunity for you to score. Now in this situation, you gotta get a stop. You're down 8. You're down 8 with an opportunity to try to bring it a little bit closer if you're the slashers.
Batak.
A
White.
dangerous pass.
Almost a steal for Garcia. Saldua. Sobrevega. Now they go to Saldua. Binabatay ni Garcia. Goes to White. Inside the paint. Short. Rebound ni Montuano.
Somebody's gotta want to score for the slashers. I mean, a lot of their attempts have really been parang second guessing, and they're not so sure if they should take the shot or not. But they're free on those attempts.
So na sila dito ngayon. Pido, the turnaround shot. It's short. Rebound. Saldua. They're getting stops here.
Agree.
Bacolod. Only 6 points here in the second quarter.
And this guy right here is gotta start looking at the rim. He's been looking at his teammates, not looking to score.
White inside over Pido.
Well, they needed that one. White is 1 out of 3 on his attempts. Or 2 out of 3 rather.
28 to 22. Montuano. Batak will fire. No good. White with a rebound. Quickly to Sobrevega. Natalier. Adji. Good denial there by Batak. Sobrevega fires a 3. Still no go. Tapik na punta kay Reyes. Pido on the move. Keith leaves it to Warlo. Too strong. Rebound ends up with Sobrevega. He'll wait. Steps out to the three-point line. It's a 3. Nothing but net. Para kay John Sobrevega.
And that's just betting on yourself. I mean, he went in there, knew there was a mismatch because a big guy was waiting for him inside the paint. He just really held on to his confidence in shooting a 3, understanding I made 1 earlier from the outside.
And this is not new to me. Lagi kong nakikita yan. Ginagawa niya yan.
So
Kahit saan.
madalas ba ikaw babantay o kakampi mo
Hindi,
siya?
kakampi ko siya.
Ayun. Thankfully.
Good thing. John Sobrevega with a couple of threes. Bacolod within 3 against Pasig City. Babalik dito sa Inares Center in Montalban, Rizal. Followed with a 5-0 response after trailing. Oh, steal.
They got numbers.
So Brevega gets the 2 points. He's got 8 here in the ball game, leading all Bacolod scorers.
And that's where their effort is gonna come from. Defensive stops and trying to exploit numbers the other side of the floor.
They swing it over to Jay Garcia, jumper won't go.
1 and done.
Guevara. Binigay kay Sobrevega.
Good defense.
You gotta be a bit more selfish there.
Yeah.
If
Should've
I was
taken it.
John Sobrevega, I would
I would
take that
have taken
shot.
it. Right.
Our fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme Play on the Go. Speaker, take your music anywhere. That's John Sobrevega with a finish. Adji for 3. That's a foul on Garcia. Tinamaan sa kamay
tumama.
on the follow-through.
Yeah. I personally liked how Ajay actually looked at the rim because in the previous situations he's just been looking on the floor.
John Sobrevega's dance, Tito Joy. Umabot ng Montalban para manood.
At least may 3 points na, di ba?
Hindi, may 8 points
May 8 points na pala, sorry.
Siyempre, ang buong bahay ngayon na nila malamang ang si Kuya JC niya nanonood din.
So if we're gonna look at views right now, we've got a lot from Bacolod, I'd like to think.
Yeah, syempre.
Oo. Basketball.
Mayong gabida sa inyo tanan sa mga taga Bacolod.
Sa,
Nag-iiba lang yung accent ko eh.
oo, sa tanan nagatanaw.
Oo,
sa
tanan
Tanaw.
nagatanaw. Oo, tanan nagatanaw. Ang ano ko doon, sana may home game.
Oh, yeah.
Sana may home game.
When was the last time we had a home game?
Matagal na. 2 seasons ago.
2 seasons
pa.
ago, yeah,
2
I
seasons
remember
ago
that.
pa.
2 seasons ago.
We're tied at 28 here. This is now a 9-0 run
Right.
for the Bacolod Tubos Slashers. Eric Tai, some celebrity sighting dito sa Inares Center.
Is that Bacolod represent?
I think he's friends with some of the guys there in Bacolod. Anthony White, way to finish. And this is one advantage that Bacolod can really exploit. The athleticism of White and Aji.
Agree.
Jay Gars and Batalier is in the way.
That's an 11-point run here for Bacolod. What a quick way to come back.
Montuano pulls up. That's short. That's over the top. 6 seconds remaining. 11-0 run for Bacolod.
How do you respond now if you're Pasig? Gotta get a stop here.
And Doboze has the rock. They'll try to beat the buzzer here. White for 3. Short.
Good line though.
Yeah. That's a good shot to end quarter pero hindi lang pumasok. Bacolod to both slashers with a 31-28 lead at the break. Good start para sa kanila. Pasig City trying to bounce back in the second half. We'll be right back.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad,
50 si Manny.
para sa 100% pagbabago,
50 si Manny.
para sa 100% paglilingkod,
50 si Manny.
Kanibayaw, para sa 100% Pinas.
50 ka. 50 tayo. 50 si MB. Kahati mo si Manny.
Lagi mong sinisiguradong patas. Lagi mong inuuna kung anong dapat. Hindi mo kayang malunok ang katotohanang marami pa rin tayong kababayang gutom at walang tahanan. Kaya hindi ka tumigil sa paglaban. Harapin ang kahirapan. Tulungan ang nangangailangan. Basagin ang korupsyon na kanilang nakasanayan. Sa loob at labas, man ng Pinas, bakas na bakas ang iyong tapang puksain ang mga problema ng bansa. Gamit ang lakas, gamit ang isip, gamit ang puso. Kung para sa mamamayang Pilipino, si MP, wala yang sinisino. Manny Pacquiao.
Back at the Inares Center in Montalban for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Mika Abesamis and right now I am joined by two special guests. Sir Buddy Encarnado, of course, the team owner of Pasig, and Coach Noy Baclao of Bacolod. Magandang gabi po, mga Ginoo. Coach, so far so good, no? Exciting tong larong ito. Alam ko 1 week pa lang kayo magkakasama. Kamusta naman kayo so far? Medyo ikwento mo lang ng konti sa amin, Coach.
Siguro first and foremost, yun, grateful kami makapaglaro ulit ngayon. Tsaka madala yung team ng Bacolod dito sa MPBL doon. Then regarding naman sa, nag-a-adjust pa yung team eh. So kita rin naman siguro sa laro. Then yun.
Marami nagtatanong, Coach, kung makikita ka pa daw ba sa court.
As a coach siguro.
Alright, maraming salamat. Meron ka ba mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan, Coach?
Ayun, yun, pinapasalamatan namin pala yung sponsor namin si Delta Sportswear, Boss Dominic, Boss Gael, Boss Vito, Boss JC, Madam Amelia, Boss Sol, Boss Rio, at saka yung LGU also ng Bacolod. At saka sina Mayor Albi Benitez, Congressman Greg Agasta, at saka si Vice Mayor Elcid. Then after siguro, yung apat dapat party list also. So yun.
Maraming salamat once again, Coach Noy Baclao of the Tubo Slashers. Good evening, Sir Buddy. You know, we were talking about this in the coverage kanina, no, na we really like how you, each year, kung paano ka mag-compose ng players mo sa isang team, no. This year, you have Chito Jaime, no, you have Rob Manalang, and then you have this new guy in Christian Ramirez. Ikwento niyo po sa amin, paano niyo ba nabuo itong team na to this year?
Basically, the philosophy of my team always is to look for, number one, hardworking players. I don't care about the name. You know, I can always come out with a new name or give a name for the players. What is important to me is I want to see the passion, the excitement in a player. I want to see the players diving for the ball. If I see that in a player, regardless of who you are, then you have a place in me. And that's the reason why, in spite of the fact that we are one of the last teams to be formed, I want to make sure that they carry they are the epitome of the team that I want. Hard worker. They fight hard. They fight tough but not dirty. Because I will not tolerate that. I have some good players in the person of Christian. He is unknown at the moment, but mind you, after this conference, just like Roca Corba, you know, they were wondering, saan ko nakuha si Roca Corba? As I have always said, I want to go in the nook and cranny of Philippine basketball backyard and get the players. Never mind kung hindi pa kilala. It's just a question of one conference, makikilala na yan. I also have Warlo Batak. This kid, you have to watch this kid. From his position, he can vertically dunk that ball. He has that high ability, and he's very young. That's why I'm excited.
Coach Buddy, kagaya nyo, sir, very excited rin kaming makita ang mga talents nitong mga players na nabanggit nyo. And of course, we will never forget the talent that you brought to the MPBL in Kenny Rocacurva. Sir, meron po ba kayong mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Of course, I want to greet our sponsors, especially from Cebu City, all the way from Cebu City, Ian Mann of our CESAS. He always makes sure that he provides the beautiful uniform of the team. Also, I'd like to greet the people from Pasig. Please watch us. Here we are trying to make excitement for you guys. This is all for you.
Maraming salamat once again, Sir Buddy Encarnado, the team owner of the Pasig team. Magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
50-50 tayo. Para sa 100% pag-unlad, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% pagbabago, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100% Pinas,
50 tayo. 50 si MB. Kahati mo, si Manny.
Nagbabalik ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino, the MPBL 7th season dito sa Inares Center in Montalban. Bacolod tubo slashers with a 3-point lead against the Pasig City team. And tingnan natin ang scoring dito and the statistics. And Bacolod pretty much scrapped their way into this advantage at the break, Coach Mike. Kita natin kanina, the advantages was all for Pasig. The
Right.
numbers, when then at halftime, nakuha na nila.
Yeah, and a huge 11-point run there towards the end of the half. A lot of it really coming from the bench. They got a +10 advantage in that department, and just the consistency of making good decisions and making better field goal attempts.
Oo, and I think the intensity defensively, lumabas na, lumitaw na ang on that late in that second quarter para sa kanila. 11-0 run sparked by John Sobrevega and Anthony White, no, Pasig City. Leading scorer nila, Chito Jaime and Rocky Asidre. Pido and Galicia with 4 points apiece. Kabila naman, JC Adji and John Sobrevega with 8 points each. White and Saldua with 4. And Adji and White will begin the third quarter together with the Bose, Batalier, and Guevara.
Well, I feel things changed for the better when they inserted White on the floor for the slashers. And they've just been purely intentional on their sets, offense and defense.
Batak rises for that jumper. No go. Rebound ni Batalier. Dobose making his MPBL debut. White drop pass. Guevara muffs the layup from close range.
Yeah, momentary hesitation there. Defense didn't see him. Could have taken that shot. Sayang.
Yeah, unselfish play though from White.
Right.
Pido backing down on Dobose, and he lays it in on the spin.
That's the beauty of having Keith Pido on your floor. I mean, you can isolate him on one side of the floor to post up against the other guards.
That ends the run of Bacolod. White will pull up the jumper, no good. Rebound, Jaime. Pido.
Stay in front.
Inside, Reyes. Reverse won't go. Rebound ni Adji. It's rebound number 5 for JC. Dobose.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Hindi pa lumilayap, napapawaw na tayo.
My
Iniwan
goodness. Here's a great move of the game from Gixer, born for greatness. Nice little spin there from Pido.
Right.
And Dobose had bad intentions there, but they failed to execute on the inbound. They turned the ball over. Batak will fly. Ito sa kanyang layup. JC Adji on the move. Dobose drives back to White.
Ooh.
The offense a little bit chaotic here for Bacolod.
Well, that tells you the adjustments pa on chemistry side. Reads on where guys are really comfortable.
Jaime, the turnaround, it's short. Guevara failed to box out Jaime.
And Guevara got fully committed on that move by Chito. Chito
Hindi pa tapos ang possession eh.
Oh, hindi pa tapos eh. Para nakapahinga na kagad eh, no?
Chito Jaime played for Zamboanga last season. Also spent time in Bacolod, Muntinlupa. Pretty much a journeyman here in the MPBL, but one of the main guys of Muntinlupa in the first season,
Right.
their first season. 9 of 18 at the line, make that 10 of 19. And we are tied at 31. Sobrevega. Batalier on to White. Sobrevega. It's a tough look for John Sobrevega. Mintis. White keeps it alive. Nakuha ni Lester Reyes. Quickly to Asidre. Jaime lays it in for 2.
Now, transition defense is gonna be one thing na kailangan talaga. Habol sa depensa, and so far Guevara's getting beat.
Yeah, by the more experienced.
Chito Jaime.
Yeah, 7 points and 5 boards for Chito Jaime. Sobrevega fires a 3.
Now short.
1 and done for Bacolod.
Yeah. And yung one and done, you see this fast break right here?
Last break of the game is brought to you by Sheem Air Conditioners, ang extreme magpalamig. Free installation for split type air conditioners.
And he was pretty much late defensively. Guevara is on that leak out by Chito Jaime. Got fully committed on the ball side. Didn't really locate weak side of the floor.
So pinalitan na sila dito ni Canyal and Saldua for Batalier and Guevara. Asidre, the bounce pass inside. Nabitawan ni Reyes. Saldua under pressure.
Gotta get it out.
Canyal to Sobrevega. Back to Canyal. Down low to Aji, trying to finish on the other side. That's a foul on Lester Reyes.
Sa kabila kinuha ni JC. He was trying to drive on a corner basket cut. See this play right here. Basket cut from the corner.
Right. Tinamaan sa buhok.
Yeah.
Thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL, as Aji knocks down the first free throw. Noy Baclao and Pau Javelona bringing some youth and freshness sa bench.
Yeah. I've seen...
And to the league as a whole.
Yeah. We've shown Coach Noy and Coach Pau. Coach Pipo, we're gonna show him back.
Andun sa likod.
Okay.
Nakaupo lang si Coach Pipo.
Okay.
And speaking of Coach Pipo, nagpapa-greet ang kanyang wife, si Pearl, and their kids, Trey and Tayshawn. Mahilig din mag-basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Pido with a fadeaway. It's good.
I've been viewing to both of you as Keith Pido still going back to his usual self.
35 to 33. Pido is up to 8 points in the ball game. So Brevega. Down low to Canial. Last touch ni Chito Jaime.
9 seconds on the shot clock. 9 seconds.
Well, Rocky Asidre in that last sequence got screened, and so I don't know how much more you can afford that against Sobrevega, who scored 3-pointers as well. Oh, wild shot.
Yeah, but a foul on Lester Reyes. 2 free throws coming up for Miles Canial. This is going to be tight all the way.
Yeah.
Coach Mike.
That's right.
The two teams still trying to find their feet here in the season.
Agree.
So malamang makikita nyo maraming pagkakamali, maraming turnover, getting sloppy a bit as Miles Canial started the season strong with Bacolod, 5.3 points, 5.1 rebounds. Pretty much the backup big man. 0 for 2 for Miles.
But he's been pretty solid on the field goal attempts. The very few times that he's taken a shot, a lot of them really...
He's got a point.
Oh, yeah.
Lang.
Yep.
Dito, wala pa siyang na field goal. Batak to Jaime. Pido was ready to shoot.
Oh, yeah.
And he fires it in.
That's the hottest hand on the floor right now. Keith Pido's got 6 in the quarter alone.
He's into double figures, Keith Pido. Saldua. White will drive. That's a travel on White. Anthony White gets a breather.
Good position though here by Chito Jaime.
Ganda ng pag-step ni Pido sa tira na yun. Pido. Back to Jaime. Three-pointer on the way. Chito Jaime knocks it down.
And these two have taken turns in taking control of this quarter for Pasig.
12-2 run for Pasig this time. Kanina 11-0 run para sa Bacolod. Nakasagot na dito ang Pasig. Saldua wants to go against Pido. Saldua, the turnaround shot won't go. Rebound ni Asidre.
And you're going to see more of those situations of one and done for Bacolod. The important thing is you got to get back defensively.
Rebound ni Jem Cruz.
You
You
gotta
gotta push.
Right.
Saldua drives. Fouled by Pido.
And Pido right there understood that that drive was going to go with the right hand.
Yun ang choice dito ang Bacolod really, but to run at every chance they have.
That is right. I mean, to run both ends. I mean, every time that they miss a shot, you got to run to defend. Now, if you get the defensive rebound, you got to run to score the other way.
Yes, free throws brought to you by Extreme Appliances sa subok at kompleto appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Short free throws, a problem here for Bacolod. They're 5 of 13 at the line.
And this is going to matter come down the line. The important thing is you got to keep this game close within striking distance and perform better on closeouts.
5 points now for Saldua to go with 8 rebounds. 40-34. Namang ang Pasig ng 6. Jaime. Batak. Batak drives. Kanya with the help. No good on that one. Cruz quickly to Saldua.
Good defense.
Aji able to recover.
Got to take it.
Jem Cruz for 3. Too strong. Daniel fighting for that loose ball.
One of the very few times that they got a hand on an offensive rebound.
That's a last touch on Miles Cañal.
Yeah. Definitely Miles touched that last. Pero striking distance pa rin ang Bacolod. Kailangan lang ng isang magandang stop dito.
Warlo Batak drives right at Cañal and he gets the roll this time. He extends the lead to 8, 42-34. Cruz. Aji. JC will launch a 3. That's off.
Foot race.
Jaime is ahead. Aji. Oh, Jaime trying to dive for that loose ball.
Love the effort.
Jem Cruz will take the jumper. No. Saldua inside the paint. A lot of grabbing. Jump ball. Bola ng Bacolod.
Ganda ng effort ng slashers, both ends of the floor. The thing is, you got to end it with shot makes.
Bles Kilatan comes in for Rocky Asidre. White coming in for Aji. Saldua. Cruz. Good look.
Yeah.
Pasok yan para kay Jem Cruz.
And you could see as he rose for that shot, really good dynamic on that attempt. And we'll see if that, releases a rhythm here for Jem. Good deflection.
White with the deflection again. Cruz. On to Pasias. Saldua will slow things down. Janjan Pasias, the push shot. Offensive foul on Cañal.
Yung mga tulak na hindi na sana kailangan on that last play by Cañal. He just had to stand his ground. Yun.
gumalaw pa eh.
Oo.
On his backside. Or pwede mo naman talikuran din na lang yung
That's
tao
right.
doon.
That's right.
For a sort of a Gortat pick.
Oo. Saka malinaw eh. Pasig does not want to get screened, and so you just stand your ground. If they don't screen, then they don't get screened.
Jaime fakes the pass. Atake si Chito Jaime sa gitna. No good. Agawan yung dalawang nakaputi. Batak gets it. No. Ooh. Foul on Batalier.
Yeah, right arm. They were getting ready to go on another run the other way.
Coach Pao Abelona. He can still play, by the way.
Yes, last year he played, right?
Yes, he can still play.
Yeah.
Saw him work with a...
But here he's playing coach, diba?
Yeah. Oh, they forgot about Batak. Jem Cruz. Natalikod. 6 points now. For Warlo Batak to go with 9 rebounds.
Athleticism-wise, I say this is gonna be advantage Warlo Bata, but Jem's gotta adjust.
Cruz down low to Batalier. White, the extra pass to Pastias. Jan inching closer. Foul on Jess Kilatan.
And Jess was not gonna release anything on that defensive stand. He just kept on sticking close. See this backdoor cut.
Our play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Ibang klase yung binakdoor na yun ni Warlo Batak. Well, for the most part, Warlo Batak right now is, let me see, he's 2 out of 11 from the field. But a lot of his shots have really been hurried. So, maaga yung release, maaga yung takeoff. This time around, he measured it real well.
Mukhang may free throw shooting exercise
Sa next
sa
practice.
next practice.
Aaten ka ba?
6
Magtuturo
of
ka ba
50.
ng dynamic?
No, that's not my thing.
You're the 3 guy, right?
Yeah, I'm just the observer.
Oo.
44 to 38.
Kilatan, veterano na rin to eh, no?
Oo. Laro na rin sa Pasay tsaka Valenzuela yan.
Right.
Jaime launches the 3, in and out, rebound. Idol natin si Jordan. Naka-ready.
Oo nga.
Tumama sa kanya yung bola.
Oo naman.
Tinapik agad.
Yes. Yan ang tinatawag na reaction time.
Oo. They go up top. Batak. Oh!
Man.
8 points for Warlo Batak to go with 9 rebounds.
And Pasig, to my observation, has really attacked that matchup advantage with Warlo against Jem Cruz.
Unsportsmanlike foul. Landing spot on Lester Reyes.
See that.
Let's check out what happened here.
Oh yeah,
Masyado
definitely.
malapit.
Yeah, definitely. His leg was way out of that cylinder. Hopefully, Ira's okay. Picks himself up.
Yeah, so chance here for Bacolod, no, para matapyas ang lamang dito. They get 2 free throws and ball possession. And chance for Coach Aldrin as well to map out a play.
Well, you're down only 8 with this free throws. So a good chance to make this a 6-point game. Ira so far on the line 0 out of 2.
0 for 2.
0 for 2.
Yeah, JC Adji is their best free throw shooting at 4 of 5 or 80%.
Actually started really good in this game, no? But later on, medyo bumaba yung production niya. For some part, it's because of the defense of Warlo Bata. But
10.6 rebounds.
Right.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. But you feel na it could have gotten more runs earlier in the first half.
Coach Pao Javilona. This is his first major coaching stint, by the way.
Pero laking bagay rin talaga pagka
Naglaro ka dito.
naglaro ka
sa
dito,
MPBL.
right?
Oo.
Kilala mo yung familiar ka sa mga tendencies. Oh, Jem Cruz.
Oh, big possession for Bacolod. They get 5 points out of that. And sportsman-like foul on Lester Reyes. And now they are within 3.
Right. Need a stop here if you're Bacolod.
Batak fires. No good. Rebound ni White. Quickly to Pasjas. Batalier on to White.
Quick stagger here for Jem.
Saldua wants it against Jaime. Jem Cruz gusto makawala sa depensa but Saldua takes it in anyway. But Pasjas has been whistled for an unsportsmanlike foul.
Looked like the left elbow, if I saw that correctly.
Yeah. Saw that one too.
On Jess.
Been a frustrating game so far for Janjan Pasjas.
Couldn't get himself going. Matched up against the other guards. He's what? He got 1 point from 1 of 2 free throw shooting.
Kilatan, nakabango na siya dito. Oh, the Tubo Slashers are still in it. 11.2 seconds remaining in the third. Unti-unti na rin na dumadami tao dito. For anticipation for the last game of the night.
And I see drums now getting put in the, I don't know if they're still outside, but we've seen drums.
Number 8, Lemuel Pasjas, his first foul, 4 on Bacolod.
I don't think they're gonna count
Yeah,
that though.
that shouldn't count.
Tingnan natin yung nangyari dito.
Nauna yun eh. Yeah.
Ito talaga si Jan. Akala niya hindi makikita.
Bigat nun pag halos malapit pa yung referee sa'yo eh. Na?
We see everything.
You're not getting away from us.
Boss Buddy Encarnado.
You just love the passion for hoops. Of,
naman.
Boss
Basketball
Buddy.
lifer.
Oo.
2 for 2 for Jess. Steady at the line.
One of the proud produce of the teams that he's come up with is also Aldeo Lucero.
Yeah.
Now played for EAC.
5-point game. Batak to Rivera.
Zone.
Almost a steal on Jaime. Chito commits the turnover. And that will do it though. Third quarter clearly belonging to Pasig City. As we check out the highlights of the game, brought to you by Simplus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration. It's a 20-12 quarter for Pasig. Bacolod struggled. Just could not get themselves going. Although Jem Cruz hit a couple of three-pointers to allow them to inch closer. But as we head into the fourth and final quarter, 5 ang lamang ng Pasig.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad,
15 si Manny.
para sa 100% pagbabago,
15 si Manny.
para sa 100% paglilingkod,
15 si Manny.
para sa 100% Pinas.
50 ka. 50 tayo. 50 si MB. Kahati mo si Manny.
Get a special deal from MonexBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Ayan na sila. Our Gixxer fans of the game. Born for greatness. Kaway-kaway naman kayo. Parang masyadong namangha na nasa screen sila eh.
Sa Jumbotron, no?
Fourth quarter underway. Pasig with possession up by 5 against Bacolod. Kilatan. Chito Jaime launches the three. It's short. That is off. Nestor Reyes. Quarter scoring here. Coach Mike.
Yeah.
48-43. 16-14 for Pasig in the second quarter. Nakabawi ang Bacolod.
Yeah.
But in the third, 20-12 advantage Pasig.
Yeah, that was the Keith Pido, Chito Jaime quarter. They really couldn't control those two.
Oh, blocked by Jaime. Foul, though. Guevara is back on the floor.
Yeah, you love the effort on the help side from Chito Jaime, but Guevara, in this instance, able to get one over Chito. Kanina, ang daming beses siya nakaligtas. Itong si Chito Jaime against the defense of Guevara ngayon, baliktad naman.
Long break para kay Mark Pontuano.
So,
to 43. Guevara at the line. Oh,
man. Free throws.
Free throws. They're 9 of 20. 21. 9 of 21 in the game. Itong Bacolod. Ganda sana yun eh, because when all else fails, medyo dun ka makakabutas eh. Mark Montuano has got 4 points in the game.
At saka si Mark, zone buster talaga yan eh. Mga maiksing ganyan na perimeter. Oh, wow.
Jess Kilatan absolutely knew what he was going to do there.
Yeah. He's generated tatlong offensive fouls, if I recall correctly, Jess Kilatan. Right here, that zone buster by Mark Montuano. Rarely do you see a big man with that much of a soft touch that close.
Paboritong pwesto ni Mark yan.
Yep.
16 turnovers for Bacolod, 9 for Pasig. Batak. Asidre. Jess. Fade away. Short. Rebound. Montuano. Kilatan to Batak. Montuano. Guevara is there. Oh. Jump ball. Bola ng Bacolod.
Yeah. Yun, medyo okay in the zone defense doon ng Bacolod. They prevented another shot attempt by Mark Montuano, allowed Jess Kilatan to be the one to hoist up that shot. The now important thing is you're down 7. You gotta need points here in a hurry, or in succession rather, just so you get a little bit of momentum. Then get a stop.
Guevara able to cross half court. Jem Cruz to Saldua. Hadji. JC drives. Guevara from the corner. That's a 3. No. Nestor Reyes nakuha ang rebound.
Again, Ajay trying to figure out teammates that's open. At some point, sabi mo nga, you gotta be selfish and take over the game.
Nestor takes the jumper, knocks it down.
You know,
That's the shot that the zone will give you.
Right.
And you gotta take it.
Right. And you've got, if you're Pasig, you've got the personnel who can actually make it. Chito Jaime, Lester Reyes, Mark Montuano. You know, those guys are pretty good that close.
Jem Cruz launches the 3. That won't work. Bacolod, initial action nila pag napigilan na, parang hindi nila alam yung gagawin nila.
Tsaka pag tumira na, parang they know they're not gonna get the rebound.
They gotta keep moving though.
Right, agree.
Batak. Gives it up. Montuano, Mintis.
There we go.
Rebound ni Aji.
You gotta make a run. Don't wait for that defense to set up.
So Prevega gets it back now with Saldua. John to Cruz. Down low they go. Saldua. Natrasan ng bantay. Lumapit. Saldua. That's short.
That's been pretty much the offense for Bacolod. We have not seen a Bacolod player beat one-on-one a white shirt defending against them.
Yeah. Reyes launches the three. That
Oh,
won't
wow.
go. Kilatan with the extra possession. Asidre drives. Yes! Tubo Slashers running out of ideas on the offensive end, and on the defensive end, they can't stop passing.
Right. A couple of perimeter jumpers and a drive down the gut of the defense on that zone by Rocky.
Pasig City extends the lead to 11. Our fan outfit of the game brought to you by LGR Sportswear, the official outfitter of the MPBL. That's Mrs. Erica Baclao.
Ah, okay.
It's good to see her here supporting Noy. Long-time friends natin yan. Keith Pido, Chito Jaime, Warlo Batak combining for 29 points in this ball game. Keith with his usual of efficient self. 5 of 7 para kay Keith Pido. No, Warlo naman, ang ganda ng pinapakita. Kahit 3 of 13 siya, meron naman siyang 10 rebounds.
Yes. Yan nga sinasabi ko kanina na medyo maaga lang talaga yung take-off nito ni Warlo. And so he's got to be able to control himself, especially try to decelerate a little bit before approaching the cup.
Saldua against Montuano.
No, you're not. It's gonna be tough. No, you're dislodging Mark from that spot.
Baka ikaw pa.
Ang tigas eh, no?
Oo.
Ibay sa ilalim.
Bacolod has yet to score in the fourth here. And we're almost 4 minutes up dito sa ating final quarter.
This is a 6-0 quarter here for Pasig.
Aji thought about it. Lumapit. JC Guevara has to fire. Misses that one. Foul away from the ball.
Now number 4, Anthony Boyd is second team foul.
Malapit ko nang tanungin to si Pau Habilona eh. Alin na mas stressful? Kung yung naglalaro o yung nagko-coach?
Feeling ko pagko-coach. Kasi at least pag player ka, ikaw lang.
Oo.
Mag-coach ka, ang dami mo minamanage eh.
54-43, Christian Rivera. Here's Aji. Rivera. Drives. Rivera. Oh! Beautiful finish. On the breakdown move, galing kay Christian Rivera.
Man, they're really just staying patient against that on-ball defense by Aji.
Dobozay hesitated. Masyadong malalim na siya doon. And they were let off the hook by that foul on by Rivera. Ganda ng galaw na to. Those 2 steps. Medyo malayo yung tinahak ni Rivera.
Napa-atras na rin kasi si JC doon eh.
Aji out to Saldua. 3. Yes! Only the first basket para sa Bacolod here in the fourth. Baba sa 10 ang kalamangan dito. Pido against Dobose. Nakawala. Keith Pido. Dobose, 12 points now for Keith Pido. Ajay. Hindi makawala sa bantay. Saldua against Montuano. That's a foul on Montuano. Look at the getaway here from Pido.
Yeah. He's had the number of any guard that's been put on him.
Yeah, binalik na rin dito si Janjan Pastias para bantayan si Pido. Saldua misses on the 3. White recovers. And we mentioned about players getting sloppy, and that's a prime example there.
Right. And you got to make your free throws. I mean, it goes back to this. They're 9 of 20 from the line. You
40,
missed.
45%.
Yeah.
And then itong Pasig, 12 of 21, just slightly better.
Pero sayang yung mga mintis na 11 na free throws na yun.
May 5 puntos na si Anthony White. Ang laki ng pagbagsak ng field goal shooting ng Bacolod talaga sa second half.
Right. They were shooting, I think, 37.
They've
34.
only made 3 field goals in the second half, by the way.
That's the thing.
Ang Pasig has made 13 field goals. So yan po, dyan nagkakatalo yung dalawang kupunan.
And the thing is, the free goals that they're making have actually been offset defenses.
Oo.
Oh, that one pass too loud.
Masyado mataas na habol ni Rocky Asidre. Great hustle by Rocky.
Sobrang bagal ng dating ng bola.
Batak drives. Mintis ang layup.
He's getting to the paint, pero he has to learn how to decelerate.
We mentioned not a lot of movement. They go down low to Kanyal. Pass was too low.
Yeah. Not enough spacing, not enough man movement, and it's stressing them offensively.
Stressing them out,
Right.
including the coaching staff. We'll be right back. 10-point lead for Pasig.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad,
15 si Manny.
para sa 100% pagbabago,
15 si Manny.
para sa 100% paglilingkod,
15 si Manny.
para sa 100% Pinas.
50 ka. 50 tayo. 50 si MB. Hati mo si Manny.
Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. We're back at the Inares Center in Montalban, Rizal. Commissioner Kenneth Doremdes, Head of Operations Emer Oreta, and Head of Security Rudy Distrito. Na taga Bacolod din.
Dami talaga ng basketballista dun no?
Oo. Pido drives right at Kanyal.
Good defense.
Pido gives up the foul, and that will mean free throws here for Saldua. Although Adji and White were already ahead.
Right.
Kailangan dito. Kailangan ng much needed free throws here for...
Yeah. You got to make your free throws here.
Kailangan maayos muna ng ating scoreboard.
In-house maintenance. All players, please proceed to your respective benches.
It's like we have to sort out this technical problem. We will be right back.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad,
15 si Manny.
para sa 100% pagbabago, si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod, si Manny. Yan ipagaw. Para sa 100% Pinas.
50 tayo, 50 si MB. Kahati mo, si Manny.
Nagbabalik ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino dito sa Inares Center in Montalban Rizal, 58-48. Lamang ang Pasig against Bacolod with 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Two teams making their debuts this season. Coach Pau Havilona of the Bacolod Tubo Slashers.
Oh, wow.
0 for 2 for Saldua, and they are 11 of 24 at the line.
Yung mga empty trips, no, hurting them. And you know, in a half where you struggle to score from the field, free throws would help.
Reyes dinukot sa kabila.
Favorite move. Salo ng bola sa kaliwa, finish sa kabila.
60-48. White, Bumuelo. White trying to finish against Reyes, and Lester has been a pillar of strength there. 13 rebounds for him, and a foul on Lester Reyes.
And even on open post situations where they can actually attack.
Our assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Lester Reyes needed just that one long stride to get to the other side of the cup.
Nagy at the line, gets the first one to drop. He's got 11 points in the game. And we have our scoreboard back. And now, yung timer naman.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure this out.
The challenges of playing games on the road, part of the everyday life in the MPBL.
Yes, every day
Technical difficulties,
for the
traveling
Oh,
through traffic.
yeah.
But ito po yung buhay namin sa MPBL. Nonetheless, we're happy to be here in Montalban, Rizal. We'll be right back. Two and a half minutes to play with Bacolod trailing by 11. JC Adji is at the line. We'll see if they can mount a comeback here.
He's been doing good from the line, though. 5 of 6.
He is the exception
Oo.
sa kanilang lahat.
Yes.
60-50. Pido. They matched him up with White. Get the switch here. Saldua on Pido. Now with Batak. White on him.
Switch.
Jaime, the turnaround shot is short. Rebound ni Miles Cañal. Quickly to Saldua. Sobrevega gets it back. Saldua can go and attack.
Yeah. Nobody's taking over from a scoring perspective. That's
Sobrevega, that's an air ball on the 3.
They gotta have someone who thinks score and attack to the rack.
Put pressure on Pido here, Sobrevega. Coach Aldrin wants to give the signal when to attack. Here's Pido now. In the lane, Keith Pido!
Oh,
That's the icing on the cake para kay Keith Pido.
Just straight up dribble drive action right there. Your primary guy breaking down the primary defense.
Aji Sobrevega now with Saldua. Jumper is good.
Yeah. Yun yung mga situation na gusto mo makita sa kanila. Catch and shoot pagka late na yung defense. No, go get it.
It's so hard to beat players off the dribble here sa MPBL.
Right. No, multiple dribbles. You're not moving around. It's tough because the defense here catches up on you.
And they force a turnover.
Now
Jem Cruz has been called up from the bench. Offense, defense substitution here.
But Jem's got to do a really good job of extricating himself from the defense. I mean, Keith Pido is not going to be an easy task to get away from defensively.
We got to set up Jem Cruz here. Saldua launches. No. Asidre grabs the rebound. On to Pido. Nakatawid dito ang Pasig. Pido. And it's off Saldua.
And Chester later on decided that he'd be that guy to score for Bacolod, but got to involve the other guys too.
It's a 10-point lead for Pasig City. They're trying to close this one out against Bacolod. 33 seconds remaining.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, para sa 100% pagbabago, para sa 100% paglilingkod, para sa 100% Pinas.
50 tayo, 50 si MB. Kahati mo, si Manny.
Rizal Central Mall Golden Coolers putting their unbeaten record on the line. Keanu Caballero and the rest of the Golden Coolers take on Encho Serrano, Yusef Taha, and the rest of the Abra Solid North Weavers. That should be a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Coach Mike.
That's going to be a good one.
Batak. I forgot about him again. And these are growing pains for Bacolod. So Brevega fires, no good. Battle for the rebound. Pido. Nestor Reyes has been a force on the glass. 14 for him.
And like what you said, there'll be more lessons to be learned for Bacolod. This is just your first game, but the good thing is, the work that's got to be done.
Oo. Kita ko yung si Noy Baclaw at si Pau eh.
Ano?
Konti na lang, maglalaro na.
Munting lang maghanap ng jersey.
Konti na lang. Konti na lang. Konti na lang.
Tingin ko sa next na coaching naka-ano na yan. Mga naka-Kobe shoes na yan para just in case kailangan.
So Brevega with the steal. And he gets the 2 points. He's into double figures, John Sobrevega. That will do it. Pasig City will pick up its first win of the season. In a battle of debuting teams, it's Pasig prevailing over the Bacolod Tubo Slashers. 64 to 54.
Yeah, Bacolod did a good run towards the end of the first half where they made, an 11 to nothing run. Got the lead, but then again, Keith Pido, Warlo Batak, and Chito Jaime went to work in the third, and they just couldn't make their free throws.
Our best player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. A total of 47 free throws in this ball game, and only 25 made. Not a good stat.
Right.
Pero best player of the game natin, si Keith Pido with 14 points. He was attack-minded tonight, especially with yung kanilang opensa kailangan na kailangan siya.
Yeah, and clearly in that start of the third quarter where they needed to create that separation once again, he went in there and did his thing.
Grabe. Ilonggo ang tumalo sa taga Bacolod. Let's go to Mika.
Maraming salamat, kasama ko ngayon ng best player of this game, walang iba kundi si Keith Pido. Keith, alam mo, sabi sa akin ni Coach Aldrin kanina, isa sa magdadala ng speed sa team ko na ito ay si Keith. Nag-end ka with 14 points, kahit nung last 2 minutes, pumuntos ka pa rin.
Ayun nga lang, yung sinusuklihan ko lang kung ano yung binibigay na tiwala ni Coach Aldrin sa akin.
Keith, kahit pa paano may pyesa rin itong Bacolod, no? Pero naging very patient kayo pagdating sa defense. Kumusta ang pagkagusto mo sa sistema ni Coach Aldrin?
Maganda yung ginagawa namin sistema kasi yun, pag may nagkakamali sa amin, sinasabihan na kami ni Coach na compose lang lagi para makabalik kami sa laro.
Maraming salamat. Meron ka ba mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Una, nagpapasalamat po ako sa Panginoon kasi binigay yung unang panalo namin. Yun, kay Boss Buddy na laging sumusuporta sa amin. Siyempre, binabati ko yung asawa ko, si Louie, yung anak ko na magbe-birthday sa 11, si Kyle, happy birthday. Tsaka binabati ko lahat ng mga boss ko, si Boss Joed, Alonso Tars, Bastian sa Iloilo, RKF, Boss Dandan sa Crossover Sports Apparel, tsaka yung family ko sa Bacolod, mama ko sa Canada, Pido family, Bal Madrid family. Ayun, sa mga hindi ko binabati, shout out. Thank you po.
Maraming salamat. Our best player of the game is Keith Pido. This player of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Sa Delphin, Coach Mike.
Maraming salamat, Mika. Congratulations kay Keith Pido and Pasig City. They win the battle of debuting teams. But up next, the Rizal Central Mall Golden Coolers put their unbeaten record on the line against the Abra Solid North Weavers. That's coming right up dito sa Inares Center in Montalban, Rizal. Stay with us here in the MPBL. Magbabalik kami for Abra versus Rizal.